Holly Nielsen from Renew Implant Anchored Smile joins us. Now, if you're thinking why we're in the kitchen right now, it's because our viewers can actually not always eat the kind of foods they want to if their teeth are bad, right?
No, I mean, think about some of the things that we have here. You would, if you have bad teeth or problem teeth or are looking for a full mouth restoration, which is what we do, you would never bite into an apple with your teeth. You would be so worried. You would have problems with your teeth. You might not even have your front teeth. Popcorn would get stuck under your dentures if you had dentures. You couldn't eat gummy bears and caramels. They would just stick to your teeth. So there's so many things that are limiting when you have bad teeth.
Exactly. So let's talk about this revolutionary new procedure, Renew. Talk about that.
So Renew has a proprietary system, and basically what we're able to do is take dental implants, use dental implants to anchor dentures into someone's mouth. So it's giving somebody who needs that full mouth restoration an option for them that they can afford. And what it looks like when you think about it is that you have dental implants that go in the bone in the front, and it's usually 4 on the bottom and 4 on the top, which you can see here a little bit. And then the actual denture, which is usually very unstable, snaps in place, and so it doesn't come out. And so the person's teeth no longer move and shift like a denture would.
Well, look at that.
I know.
That is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
In addition to that, it can be done in one day.
Yes, that is true. And a lot of that comes because we have everything in one place. We have all the doctors in one place. We have a lab on site. We have the technology to be able to tell whether or not you can have this procedure done for you in one place. And so all those things come together to be able to allow us to provide somebody with a stable denture, anchored denture system in one day.
Let's go ahead and hear from a wonderfully happy Renew patient.
Oh, no, we have a lot.
With Renew, they're clipped in. There's no plastic up on the roof of my mouth. There's no gagging. You could taste food. The Renew dentures are like premium.
A lot of people are really good about going to the doctor if they have a cold or something like that, but one thing that they don't always do, and I'm a little guilty of this as well, is really pay attention to their dental health. The dentist scares people.
The dentist does scare people, but you have to understand that your dental health is so important to your whole system. You know, it's so interesting, you're right. You have your arm gets broken, or you're sick, or you have a flu, and you're at the doctor like that. But when it comes to something in your mouth, you don't. You hesitate. Moms often say, I was taking care of my children, so I had to do that first, or I had to do this or that or the other. You make excuses for it, but really when it comes down to your health, it is a portal to everything going on in you. So if you have bad dental health, you have disease in your mouth, those are all things that are actually hurting you systemically.
What about our viewers out there, they're watching this, they're like, oh, that's really great, but I'm still nervous. What do you have any advice for them taking that first step?
You have to take it. I know you're nervous, and of course you're nervous. It's your teeth. It's something that, you know, God gave you. But if you're in a situation where you're having problems, like this patient here, Scott, and you're dealing with those types of issues, look at how great he looks afterwards.
Doesn't even look like the same person.
He doesn't. And usually people come in, this is Rick Montez, and they say, I wish I would have done it sooner. Why didn't I come in sooner? And I think a lot of times it is the fear, but you can't be scared. You've got to take that first step. We understand. We see patients like this all the time. So when you come into Renew, you're going to get someone who's going to know exactly how to treat you and exactly how you feel and not judge you.
Well, and another thing too, a lot of times keeps people out of your doors or other doors and just in general is the cost factor.
Yeah, and cost is a big issue. And you know, a lot of times people settle with things like a denture. You know, a standard denture, I don't know if you know this, but it has plastic on the roof of your mouth. I mean, it looks clunky, it feels clunky, it doesn't really work very well in your mouth, and you settle with this type of situation because it's a lot cheaper. But when it comes to Renew, we can actually do implant-supported anchored dentures at a price that you can't afford. I mean, there's not much more I can say besides you should just come in and check it out.
Well, in addition, let's take another look at exactly what you're talking about, because they clip in.
They do.
And it allows you to eat the foods we've actually got here too,
absolutely.
right?
And I think that's the big issue when it comes to a standard denture, is that it doesn't. It's very unstable. They fly out of people's mouths. People become reclusive because they're so worried about these devices and what they're going to do. They're not stable. But when you take the implants and you secure that denture to the implants, it's just so much easier for you. It just makes it click in place. You hear that
just
click,
like that.
And then they don't move. So, I mean, it really, the stability factor alone for patients, it makes their life so much easier, and they have the freedom and the confidence in the things that they lacked.
Well, in addition to their health, that also gives them the confidence.
Right.
And we've been talking about that all day on our show today, and that is that confidence, that motivation that you get.
Absolutely. And people, you talked about weight loss earlier. People come in and they actually are able to eat better, they lose the weight, they feel better. There's all these things that come into it that you don't even think about. They start wearing lipstick, they shave beards and mustaches. I mean, people become different people.
And again, you've already mentioned the fact that you have finance options for people.
We do have financing options, and so don't make money be an issue. You've got to come in, see what we can do for you.
All right, thank you so
You're so
much. It's
welcome.
great to hear about that. Okay, so if you're looking for a complete solution for missing teeth, call Renew Implant Anchored Smiles for a free consultation with free 3D CAT scan. You can call 833-77-SMILE, that's 833-777-6453, or visit renewmysmile.com. Renew Dental paid for this appearance. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Take that apple.